But you know what, Michael? It takes two to tango. And I'm not a little woman that was abused and beaten by her husband. He would hit me and I would hit him back harder and I would hit him twice. So, you know, it wasn't like I was this little shrinking violet that he would come home and punch the crap out of. I would do just as much to him. So, you know, we were well suited.
But what kind of reaction?
Sharon Osbourne has always been the iron backbone behind Ozzy Osbourne's legacy. The rock-solid partner through decades of highs and lows, tours and tragedies. But even the strongest hearts can break. In the wake of Ozzy's passing, Sharon has broken her silence in a deeply emotional interview, revealing for the first time the final words Ozzy ever spoke to her. It's a moment so raw, so human, that even the most hardened fans found themselves in tears. The setting was quiet, private. Ozzy's bedroom in their Buckinghamshire home.
Sharon is like my soulmate. Sometimes I love her, sometimes I don't love her, sometimes I'm angry with her. Sometimes I'm crazy about her. Sometimes I'm very jealous of her. Sometimes I want to fucking kill her. But through it all, at the end of the day, I love her more than anything in the world. Put it this way, I couldn't live without her. I don't want to live without her. And my love for her now is bigger than it ever has been.
The same place where he had spent his final days surrounded by family. The candlelight flickered. Soft music played in the background. Not one of his own songs, but an old blues record Ozzy loved as a young man. Sharon sat beside him, holding his hand, their fingers intertwined just as they had been since the 1980s. According to Sharon, Ozzy had barely spoken that day. He was weak, drained, slipping between moment of clarity and silence. But then, in a whisper that barely reached above the hum of the oxygen machine, he turned to her and said the words she will never forget. "You saved me, Shaz, and you gave me forever." She broke down as she recounted them, her voice cracking on live television. That was Ozzy. Underneath all the madness, the headlines, the bat stories, he was just my husband, my soulmate, and he never let me forget it.
Fabulous fights. I mean, our fights were famous for a while. There was one time, do you remember when I threw that bottle at you?
No.
We're in a hotel room somewhere, we argue, he leaves the room, I'm like so mad. I pick up his bottle of whatever it was, I think it was brandy, and I threw it down the hallway. And as I threw it, the bottle was doing this, and I'm going, no. And it went bang, like this on the back of his head. And I'm like, oh my God, I've killed him. Oh.
The interview aired during a tribute segment hosted by close friend and broadcaster Piers Morgan, and Sharon made the decision to speak not to generate sympathy, but to honor Ozzy's humanity. He wanted the world to see him as more than a rock god. He wanted people to know he loved deeply, laughed loudly, and held on to me with everything he had. Their love story, which spanned over 4 decades, had seen more chaos than most to survive. Public meltdowns, health crises, infidelities, and addiction battles. But at the core of it all, there was unshakable loyalty. Sharon was Ozzy's anchor, and he was her wild, beautiful storm. She revealed that just minutes before his final breath, Ozzy pulled her hand to his lips and mouthed one more phrase, though no sound came out. I knew what he was saying, she said, fighting tears. He was telling me he loved me, that he was ready, and that I should be okay without him. The camera cut to a photo montage of the couple through the years, on stage, in their kitchen, at award shows, and in quiet, unseen moments of affection. As Sharon watched them live on screen, she whispered, "He's still with me, every second." Since the interview aired, tributes have poured in not just for Ozzy, but for Sharon's bravery in sharing the moment. Fans say her words have helped them grieve, too, showing a side of Ozzy few ever truly knew. In the days that followed, Sharon shared one more detail. Ozzy had written her a short letter, which she found tucked inside his favorite leather jacket after his passing. It read, "I'll find you again, my Shaz. Somewhere, somehow, when the music starts up again. Love, oh." Sharon has since worn that jacket in every public appearance. Not as a statement, but as armor, a second skin that still carries his scent, his warmth, his presence. The final words of Ozzy Osbourne weren't shouted from a stage. They were whispered into the heart of the woman who stood by him when the lights went out. And for millions who loved him, those words will now echo louder than any song. "You saved me, Shaz, and you gave me forever." That was Ozzy Osbourne's last gift. Not a lyric, not a performance, but a truth that will live on in every heart he touched.